Hey folks, Justin here with JKS Manufacturing, bringing you a video that was a long time in the making, but a very exciting moment for JKS. Today, we are going to launch and show you the inside of what J-rated suspension systems mean to us here at JKS Manufacturing. So J-rated suspension systems are a brand new way to buy the suspension systems from JKS. What this means is we have now designed a suspension system specific for you and your Jeep and how you intend to use it. We've done a lot of research. We've done thousands of miles of product testing and off-road testing, and just really taken a lot of time to develop ideal pre-programmed kits that you can simply choose based on how you use your Jeep, what terrain you're going to be performing in most with your Jeep, and how you want your Jeep to react as far as modifications versus additional maintenance and things that you do with your Jeep. So getting right into it, you can see we have a chart, a visual representation of how you plan to use your Jeep. Now, this doesn't mean that if you never, if I live on the beach and not on a rock garden, that I can't go rock crawling with a kit that we designed to perform on a beach. Of course you can. All of our systems are designed to meet minimum requirements of off-road. All of them are going to drive well down the street. Some are just going to perform better than others in certain ways. When we look at our J-Venture system, which is our base system, this kit is still going to perform very, very well in a number of terrains, but it's going to perform the best in certain terrains, and that's what this graph is representing and showing you where it's going to perform best. So with that in mind, we'll dig into the graph, we'll dig into the different kits, and we'll take a look at what J-rated might mean for you and your ride. So when we break down the visual of the J-rated suspension system, we break that down into road, trail, crawl, and Baja. So road is pretty self-explanatory. If we're 90% road using our Jeep, then we want to buy components that complement road use in the Jeep. Trail use. This is your two-lane trail, what we in Michigan here call two tracks, fire roads, service roads, things like that. That's your trail use. Obviously off-road, ledges 12 inches and below, some rocks, some cobble, things like that. Crawl, now we're rock crawling. Okay, just as you can imagine, as you picture it, that when we say crawl, we mean rock crawling. And Baja. Baja to us is going to be high-speed trails. Be that sand. A lot of people associate Baja with sand and sand dunes. Sure, if you want to associate it that way. Exactly. It's just going to be high-speed, loose dirt action. So with each of these ratings, we have tailored it towards a certain activity you might do with your Jeep. Now, that doesn't mean, again, that you can't take it mud bogging, or it won't do this, or it won't do that. Again, these are some areas that we can measure how you're going to use your Jeep to help us design the right components. So if I'm going to spend a lot of time on the trail, okay, and I'm going to spend a lot of time in Baja, I might want to look at a little heavier duty shock than our standard Jspec shock. I might want to look at a 2.0 or a remote reservoir. If I'm going to do a lot of crawling, well, wheel travel is going to be extremely important to me if I'm a crawl person. Articulation and flex. A lot of road time. I need ease of maintenance, a vehicle that it's going to ride well and perform very well in a number of situations, not the least of which is my daily commute. Each of the JKS J-rated suspension systems have been tailored and tested for your JK, JL, and JT to perform exactly in the atmospheres that we're describing here in this visual. So now that we've given you an overview and a bit of the theory behind the J-rated suspension systems, head on over to our website, jksmfg.com, and check out the J-rated suspension system we've designed for your Jeep Wrangler. That's going to include Jeep JKs, Jeep JLs, and Jeep Gladiator JTs. And as always, follow along at JKS Manufacturing's Facebook and Instagram page for day-to-day updates on what we're doing out in the field and at events, and for additional information on J-rated systems as they become available.